Now, back in the day, I was not a big fan of Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. I was a fan of it and I liked it, but it wasn't like a super nostalgic thing for me. It was good, cheesy, and but kind of forgettable for me. And the ride, I remember I didn't like as a kid because my parents took me when I was like 4, or so maybe I don't remember it exactly, but I remember not wanting to go on it because I'm a fucking 4-year-old and I just didn't want to be there. So I don't think I was having a good day at all. I remember there's like a I don't know. My parents were crackheads. It doesn't matter. So, A Haunted Mansion with Owen Wilson, Lakeith Stanfield, Tiffany Haddish, Jamie Lee Curtis, Danny DeVito, freaking some cameos in there with Winona Ryder, Dan Levy. Like, wow. I was actually quite surprised. Quick spoilers warning coming up. There's going to be, I'm going to talk some spoilers here. And Rosario Dawson. How do I keep forgetting her? I think it's because Rosario Dawson, the hair they have on her is weird. That's kind of a complaint. I don't like the hair on her. I thought it was strange. Everybody else, totally knocked out of the park, especially Lakeith Stanfield and Tiffany Haddish. Now, I hate to say that because Tiffany Haddish I do think is gross. Like, I don't know if you know. It turns out some people didn't know this, but her and Aries Spears did that gross-ass thing with the sub commercial or whatever the fuck it was. They were fucking with those kids. No. Not cool. Totally put me off of her. I thought she was great coming up. So it is weird to like show any kind of support for her in general because I don't think she's, a great person after. I know she like apologized for it and Aries Spears like doubled down on it or whatever. It's a whole mess of thing. Go look at it if you want, but fuck, that's weird. She's great. Lakeith Stanfield's even better, so that's awesome. I mean, he's amazing in everything he's in. When have you ever seen him phone it in or not give it a spectacular performance? He is fantastic. And he kills it in this performance. He kills it in everything. Anyways, Danny DeVito funny. Owen Wilson is really good in it too. I mean, he's always hit or miss. You'll always enjoy his performance, but you never know if what he's in is going to be good because he seemingly. There was a time where it seemed like he would take anything, dude, like Drill Bit Taylor and shit, which is just a bad movie, dude. Wow, but we're not talking about that. But yeah, he's great in it too. Honestly, he gives a really compelling performance, especially near the end when he's like, you know he's not a real priest. And I kind of hate throughout the movie, I know it's made for kids or I guess not, it was PG-13, so it's made for teenagers. So maybe they didn't have to do this, but they kept saying, is he a real priest? Are we sure this guy's the real deal? So this guy comes from Party City and he comes in. They keep saying it, and I'm like, bro, like it would have been more interesting if they didn't do that, but you could kind of tell anyways. I mean, the guy doesn't know any Bible verses or anything, and he's like dunking booze into his coffee cup and shit. So I guess it's fine. But there was other things like with Danny DeVito's character, he keeps wearing that fucking sweat resistant outfit or whatever with his, I don't know what the hell that was about. It was like a goddamn raincoat all the time. His character really scared me because I thought he was gonna fucking die like 3 times, and he easily could have. I'm glad they didn't kill him because that's too predictable. And I honestly don't think the movie was wholly predictable anyways. I mean, the big twist where another, Jared Leto actually puts in a decent performance as well as the fucking Flying Dutchman or whatever his fucking name is. When you find out he's planning to kill the kid, which is pretty good. I didn't see that coming personally. It made sense after they said that, that he tricked them. He's done to 999 souls, right? He'll fuck with anybody he wants. His trick on the kid was really surprising. I did think we would get a cameo from Eddie Murphy. I was like, come on, man. De-age Eddie Murphy, make him the dad, please. I'll give you anything. They didn't do it. There's no Eddie Murphy cameo. I think that sucks. I don't know the reason behind it. Maybe even like a disembodied voice or something like Ash did in Evil Dead Rise. Like, do that. Like, give me a little Eddie Murphy because he's on his little comeback, his renaissance. Like, we got Eddie Murphy coming back, hitting it, doing good things. I've heard. I don't know. I need to watch that. My Name is Dolomite or whatever. I need to check that out. I want to. So it would have been nice to have the Eddie Murphy cameo. Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis was great as the head of the bull. Who played the original head in the ball? Let me see that. Okay, so the original head in the ball was Jennifer Tilly, which is actually pretty sick. I was going to say that it would have been cool if it was also Jamie Lee Curtis, but Jennifer Tilly's awesome, and I'll always stand Jennifer Tilly. So what is there to say? It's a good movie. It's funny. It's really funny. Hold on. Shit, dude. Just my shitty little reviews just had something poof into my head. There is a joke in the beginning of the movie. Now, please watch the movie and watch Lakeith Stanfield do this joke because he's going to serve it way more justice. But when he's talking to the kid and he's like, it's so relatable. He goes, you got the action figure action guy, and he looks up and he's like, I got Bruce Banner and fucking Bucky Larson and shit, or whatever their guys' names are. And he's like, no, action guy. He's got the shoe and shit. He's got the AG on his shirt, and he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, we kind of get it at like a low-income store and everything. It's like a knockoff toy. And he says, he looks at he screams out, he goes, "Say it again, boy! Say it again, boy!" And like the way he says it is so fucking funny. That joke is like 15-20 minutes in, and when that hit, I was like, oh shit, this is actually gonna make me it's like a laugh. I'm a belly laugh a few times in this movie, which I don't get from a lot of Disney movies. So that was really nice. I mean, I knew I would laugh at something Danny DeVito would do, but I laughed harder at that scene than most movies I've seen this year. It was just so perfectly done and relatable. Because, yeah, obviously I've mentioned my parents are crackheads and shit, so I grew up in a pretty decent level of poverty. Not to brag. I grew up in poverty. Yeah, whatever. Wow. Man, I guess I really wanted to talk about this one over the other four. But I do, because I was pleasantly surprised. I think it's way better than the original. I would watch it again. I hope someday when my son is old enough, I could watch it with him. I do think it might be a little spooky for like younger kids. I don't know. I think PG-13 might be because it may get a little spooky for some kids. There's like alligators and shit, like and headless people and stuff, and they talk a lot about death. And there's a lot of mature moments, like Lakeith Stanfield talking about his wife. It wasn't enough to get me to cry, but I did feel the resolution at the end where he's with Jared Leto's character, the Flying Dutchman, and they're like over his grave or whatever. I did feel great to see him finally resolve those feelings and everything, and I just don't think a kid would be able to really see what's going on there. There's some mature themes there. It almost got me with the cat at the end, where his name is Tater Tot, the ghost wink. I was like, oh my God. And just, I don't know, there's so many good little things in the movie like that. Like when Owen Wilson is in the car with him and he says, oh, there's tater tots in the bag. That's a ghost wink. Like he's just trying to cheer him up. And I think they did the characters really well. And the movie's great. Like, I'd probably give the original like a 6 out of 10. I give this a 9 out of 10. This was, I actually genuinely like this. And I didn't have any expectations, nor good, no bad. I didn't plan on watching it when it first came out, but maybe I should have, because this is a good movie. I can't give it any lower than a 9 out of 10. I mean, I think the cast alone would carry it, even if the script was a little bit weaker, but it's not weak. I don't know what goobers fucking worked on this, man. Oh, the guy who did Bad Hair, there's a fucking Hulu movie. That one wasn't too bad. Oh, shit. One of the writer wrote, like, kind of some bad movies, but, like, a shit ton of Mad TV. That's kind of cool. When the face goes real white like that, that means I'm Googling something, by the way. It's a little background lore. But no, 9 out of 10. Go watch it. Enjoy it. Laugh. You know, get invested. The kid actor does really good, too. I mean, it's just a good movie, man. Go watch it. It's fun.